Okay, yeah, so same setup, press the Bentley, you've got it, yeah, that's fine. And you can see you're in D for drive, we're in Bentley mode. Realistically, between the modes, you only ever switch between Bentley and Sport, or that's what I do.
Yeah.
So you can actually see on the dash there, where it's EV drive, you see the green as it goes up, so that's showing the power output that you're doing. As soon as that goes right the way up to the max, it will then automatically kick in. Yeah, it will automatically kick into the V8 engine. So you've got you can drive all the way up to 70 miles an hour in just purely electric mode.
Oh really?
So you can drive it as a fully electric GT.
Oh, and then of course it's got the paddles at the back, which are far more convenient.
Yes.
Than the Lamborghini paddles that they put in.
Well, even, I mean, with the all ones as well, actually, they're not too bad where they are, but
yeah,
it's a different
it got
setup.
better, it did.
Yeah.
And we're still in EV mode?
Fully EV mode.
So can we switch out, or should we switch out of EV mode?
Yeah, so I'll show you, I'll do it now. So if I put it into sport mode, you can do it without putting it into sport mode, but by putting it into it, it just shortcuts straight into the V8.
So there's that noise I just heard.
So that's it switching into.
Switching on.
That's it. So now it is actually doing a bit of both.
So it's working as a hybrid now.
Yeah.
Okay, I can hear it. We're going straight over.
Yeah, we'll stay left lane, follow where that van is.
Yeah.
We'll go on to the A21.
It responds a little bit different. It's because it's on.
You can still feel the electric power, and it's obviously instantaneous.
We're going straight up.
Straight over, yeah. Follow. Go. Hold the left lane.
That's the noise, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the 4-litre V8.
And that's just at a low speed. You can hear it almost rumbling.
Yeah.
Going left here.
Stay as you are. Once everything's up to temperature as well, it does make a nice sort of pop and bang on downshift.
But it doesn't feel scary drive. I mean, obviously it's fine. You know, it's bang up to date compared to what I've got.
Go first exit.
And then, but it just feels like a Bentley. It's like doesn't feel intimidating.
No, that's it. And it makes a nice purr.
It does. I mean, maybe the camera can't pick that up, but it is. So from your experience, is that also the similar sound you'll get from the previous generation?
Similar,
V8?
yeah, similar.
So the shape before this?
Yes. Actually, we've had feedback from some customers and they actually say it sounds better. We've got currently as a demonstrator a GT V8S on the 3rd generation, and it's got a sports exhaust and it sounds amazing. When you start it up,
is it a Krapovic it's got?
Yes, it does, and it absolutely sounds amazing.
That's because of the exhaust.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing with AMGs. AMGs have the exhaust tuned for the output of the sound as well. So that's why when I was thinking about cars, I did look at GT, but it's just, you know, Bentley's, I don't know, it's just more relaxed, and as a result, you tend to not drive it like an animal.
Yeah, well, this is it.
Hardly ever would you drive it like that because it's a cruiser.
That's what it's for. It's a Grand Tourer, isn't it?
Yeah.
You don't need to be driving it like a supercar every day, but.
And this is 8-speed?
Yes.
And the one that I've got, what is that? Is that 7?
Yours would be 7, I believe.
Yeah, okay. Because I've noticed the difference between the first one I had and the second one, like because of the more gears, it just performs more seamlessly.
I was going to say with this, when
it's a big difference.
It's so effortless as well. As you go up the gears, it just keeps going. It's almost like it just won't stop. But
I think a lot of people are intimidated by the size of these cars.
I think it's really easy to handle, really easy to manage as well.
And this has got rear wheel steering as well, hasn't it?
It does. So the turning circle will come off just to the left here. The turning circle on this is phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean, it's really not intimidating to drive this car, and I think even if you've never driven a Bentley before and you've had something like an AMG or M6 or something, you could quite easily sit in here and feel safe driving it. It's not something like a Lamborghini which can scare you. You've
got to grab it by the horns. This is it's a bit more effortless. Yeah, so that's,
I can hear it.
Yeah.
That's just at low speed.
That one just there.
The head-up display is actually nice as well, because I've had cars with head-up displays which have seemed almost artificial, but this is almost like in the distance and low.
It's almost natural, isn't it? You don't find yourself staring at it or being in the way.
Yeah, it is, because I think it's because they've set it low and it's not so big, but it's still good enough for me to see everything that's going on.
Yeah, no, and I find once you've had it, you almost can't have a car without it.
Yeah. 70.
gets to it very quickly.
Yeah, you don't realise on these cars, and I think partly because they don't make, when you're on the motorway, it doesn't make so much noise, and therefore you just cruise along and accidentally hit 70 miles an hour. At the back, the visibility to the back is even smaller than the one that I've got. It's even more of a letterbox. It is smaller.
It is. I had someone say the same thing yesterday. Obviously, if you're in the, it says this left here, but you've got plenty of time. You do lose a bit of room out the back, but I still think that it's very manageable with being able to see.
Obviously, it's got the all-round sensors.
It's got the area view camera system as well. So when we get back to the dealership, I'll show you that in action. But you can individually press the camera setup that you want as well. So if you were wanting to just see out the front camera, you can.
And then obviously, because it's hybrid, you're not using the brakes as hard. I assume it's going to be regenerative as well.
It's regen braking. You can also put it into a charging mode where it will charge the car fully, so back up to 50 miles in about 2 hours 30 minutes of driving.
So it's got the same technology just like my Toyota CHR.
Yeah, that's it.
Which is a brilliant car as well.
Slightly less of the price tag.
I mean, we can do a swapsy if you like.
Yeah, it was straight part X.
I even give it to you for a month if you want. You see how much fuel you'll save.
Enough to buy a Bentley, hopefully. Sending us. This is a production model, so
is it?
It's actually a prototype.
Oh, so
but finished example.
We're going straight.
Yeah, straight over. So these are factory cars. We don't own these. It's sent straight from Crew. All 4 of the ones that you saw back at the dealership.
So they'll just do the rounds.
Yeah, it's just so everyone can test them and buy them, really.
Yeah, it is an awesome car.
I'm gonna go right-hand lane.
So sorry. So you said you'll go for a V8S and not a W12?
I would, just because I like the sportier sound. I like the engine note that it makes, and it's a bit more agile.
Yeah, that's what people say. Because
I feel like the W12's maybe a bit more classy, and I'm a 22-year-old that likes boy racery sporty cars.
So hold on, are you insured to drive this car
I
at
am.
22?
We're on a company fleet insurance, but I don't want to know how much it costs.
A 22-year-old driving this car.
And what I'll do for you now, I'm going to put it back into Bentley mode, and you'll feel the whole car just convert.
Also, the sports that we were driving in, and now it's Bentley mode.
But it still feels so sort of smooth and comfortable in sport mode.
Yes. Okay.
And then the camera system comes up, got the full area view.
I'm so scared.
Yeah, that's all right. Don't worry. There's only a few £1 million of cars.
Okay, there. That's the one I don't want to hit. Yeah. Okay, and of course, it's got forward steering, so it's like
the turning circle's good. But I also find, because it's now in full electric mode, it's really easy to do sort of minuscule movement on the accelerator. And it does exactly what you're looking for, because with ordinary petrol cars, it's sort of, you have to press it down a bit, and you might overcompensate for what you're trying to do. But no, that's it. That's fine.
Okay, that's brilliant. Yeah.
And then you just have to press the P for park. That engages park on the gear, and then that's it. When you turn the car off, it's all automatic on the handbrake and everything else.
Brilliant. Okay, we're just going to talk about price now. So the test drive is finished, and it's an amazing car. I'm seeing if I can swap my Toyota CHR for this permanently. But you're going to let us know about pricing now.
In terms of price, you're really looking sort of starting around from about 280. I've sold a fair few now where they're spec'd up in the 300 region. So 280
for a first edition?
For a speed, not first edition. For first edition, you are looking closer to 300. So
really?
It has all your options on there.
Okay.
Reason being as such is, for example, if you were to go for first edition, you've got that Bentley rotating display that's included in there. That's a £6,000 option. You've got the name audio, which is also another £6,000–7,000 option. The touring pack, that's also another £6,000 option roughly. So all of that combined, you get a better deal as a whole. But you're looking about £300,000.
So if we're talking about so how much does a speed start from? 280. That's I like the way you say around, because I've looked on Bentley's website before to try to look at how much a car could potentially cost, and you can spec it all out, and then it says we will call you, and it's like, tell me how much it is.
You put in your ideal spec, and then at the end it gives you a code. Yes. You have to give us the code and we can get the price. But the reason I say around is because some of these options make a massive difference in terms of price. Even carbon ceramics, about £11,000–12,000.
These have got ceramics, haven't they?
Yeah.
That's why they buy. So yes, ceramics is the dream, but they're so expensive to replace unless you've got one which has just got new ones.
Well, they last a nice amount of time anyway, that's for sure. But yeah, really for ideal spec, one of these you're looking at about £300,000.
Wow, cool. Well, Harry, listen, thank you very much for your help today. Appreciate it. Again, this is Grange Bentley in Tunbridge Wells. If you want to come down there, see Harry, call for him. If you want to test drive or see what stocks. You do sales as well, yeah?
Sales, yeah. I'm on new and used.
Okay.
Sales, so.
Yeah. So if you need anything, call Harry here and chat to him. He'll be happy to take you for a test drive like he did with me. So it's a fantastic experience. Thank you very much, Harry, for doing that.
Thank you very much.
I'm going to drive home in that, not crying, but just wondering and dreaming. Thank you.
Brilliant. Nice one.
That's brilliant, mate. Thanks so much for